Howdy guys, Bookie Laura here. If you've seen any of my previous videos this year, then you will know that I am on my mission, which needs a title, but we'll get there one day. But I'm on my mission to make sure that every book that I read this year gets a review. The way that I'm doing this is that every time I read 3 books, I do a 1-minute review of those books. Now 1 minute is not a lot of time, but I'm doing my best. I have now read 3 more books, so I'm here to tell you about those books. Let me set my timer. The first book which I read was Call Me By Your Name by Aciman. I don't know, but anyway, tells the story basically of a kid, I think he's about 17, who falls in love with this guy, seemingly. This guy, his parents have people come to stay in the summer, and one guy comes to stay and he becomes completely obsessed with him. I'm going to admit right from the get-go that I just did not get this book. I'd heard amazing things about it, and I was quite excited about reading it, but perhaps I knew that I wouldn't love it because I don't like romance. But for me, it didn't. I went into it thinking this was going to be a great love story, but actually it didn't come across like that for me at all. It came across as something that was quite creepy and more about obsession, an almost unhealthy obsession to a degree. I also didn't like the way that it flipped between sometimes he was talking about this guy that he fell in love with, whose name I can't even remember, as he referred to him as him, and then other times he would refer to him as you. And I think that for me, I don't know, I was expecting a love story and I got a creepy stalker obsession. After that, I read TheThree by Lotz. I bought this absolutely ages ago, and I mean years and years ago, and I had it on my Kindle, and I just felt like reading it. You know, sometimes you just want to. And basically it starts off that all these plane crashes happen, and huge numbers of people. I think there are 4 plane crashes, and everyone is killed except for 1 child. And so in 3 of those plane crashes, 1 child survives, and they are the 3. It's told in a way a bit like World War Z, when it's told through snippets of different conversations or emails and reports by a reporter who is sort of trying to compile a book about the incidents that then followed. I absolutely loved this book. I gave it 5 stars, and I rate Sarah Lotz a lot as a writer, because I read another book by her last year which I adored as well. I think it just creates just the right amount of mystery and intrigue to keep you going and to keep you guessing. The ending was a little flat for me, but I still loved it. Still gave it 5 stars. God, I'm doing well today. And then the final book in this mini reviews is More Than This by Ness, which I picked up from the library. When I read the back, it basically says that a guy dies, so he drowns, and then he wakes up, and it's basically the story of like, how have I woken up when I'm dead, and what on earth is going on? And it's the telling of that story. I enjoyed this more than I expected. I think I gave it 4 stars. I think at the start I was loving it. It was a definite 5-star at the start, because there was just so many questions and so many mysteries to keep you guessing. But as the book went on, it was a little bit long-winded. Like, I think a lot of the middle chunk was actually not telling me any more information. But what I did love was that I came out of this with a really strong message that is actually helping me at the moment. I've been through some difficult stuff, and the message that I got, the sort of moral message, was really strong. But I can't really go into it without spoiling the entire book, so you're just going to have to read it. I finished talking and my timer hasn't gone off. Oh, perfect timing. So those are my 3 most recent reads. I'm really pleased that actually I really enjoyed 2 of them. 1 fell a bit flat, and it was probably the first flat book that I've read this year. I'm feeling really positive, and I'm hoping to whiz through the next 3 books and get some more mini reviews done. I am loving doing this mini review book series. I thought that I would get to a point where I didn't want to talk about books, or that I was reading them and then reviewing them because I review them every 3, that would be too long. But I think because I'm reading quite quickly at the moment, I get there before I get bored. That's going to slow down because I'm planning to tackle quite a beast of a book soon, so it may be some time before we get another mini reviews. But I hope you're enjoying them. If you've read any of these books, let me know. Particularly TheThree, I think, because I loved that book and I'm really interested to know what other people think of it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.